Basically, we're a third generation family business. I'm the oldest grandchild. Right now, we have 4 of the third generation working here, actually 5. So we do a processing and raising on the birds all on one site. So it was founded by my grandfather over 70 years ago. Harry Hayter raised his first flock of turkeys, I believe it was in 48. And then in 1986, we expanded our processing and created a new, at that time, provincial establishment, and started operating out of that facility until 1999 when we got our HACCP certification and became a federal plant. And since that time, we've had 6 additions to the facility, and now we are exporting product to the United States, United Arab Emirates, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, just to name a few places. And now we're looking at also the European Union as well. When I first stepped into the HACCP role, it was fairly daunting for somebody who wasn't familiar with HACCP systems and how they operate to track all the paperwork that we were generating. We had at that time had 2 HACCP plans. We eventually expanded and added 2 more, one for finely textured and mechanical meat separation, and then our cutting line. And as that progressed, it just became daunting to manage all this information. So then I started searching on the web with Google and actually came across Icicle on one of the websites. Basically, I just took what existing paper documents I had, and at that time I typed them all up and just transferred them into Icicle, into the certain roles. So all my SOPs became SOPs under certain prerequisite programs under the old FSEP, and it was very seamless. Even picture documents, I could scan in and attach. Having Icicle made it really easy to incorporate new HACCP plans into the system with the process flow charts and the processes and all the hazard analysis. That was very quick and easy to input it all into the system. And actually tie in all our QA checks and production logs. The new records and production features. We're actually going to start moving our traceability program over. Right now, the girls actually hand write out every production record. So my goal is within a month, I'm going to migrate the sausage over to the production flow in Icicle. And then the next month I'll do burgers, and then the next month I'll expand it out. So at the year's end, I'll have every product going through this process. And the production records is the one I'm really excited for. And just being able to have the traceability all on one platform with one click of the button. The nice thing about having the Icicle system was that we actually, right at the very start of the program, once I generated our HACCP plans in Icicle and started putting in inspection templates, is I immediately went ahead and gave our inspection staff access to the software. So instead of them coming and trying to chase each other down for documentation, they were now able to go into the program, pull up all our written procedures, and have all the inspections in one spot, so they could do their auditing right from their own office without having to track us down. And it was seamless and timeless. Not having much IT experience, my brother was the IT guy, and I didn't want to bother him from his daily operations. The iCloud gave me the ability to actually start using iPads and iPhones down in the plant. And that was more exciting for our QA staff, that they were actually able to use technology on the plant floor. It was a lot easier buy-in for them, and they were completely aware and comfortable with the applications. And as we started using that, we just found we were able to capture way more data on the plant floor versus a paper document. A great deal of time saving. I wasn't running around trying to find a binder of documents to bring back to the inspection staff to go through, or they weren't trying to chase down documents. And even our QA staff and plant staff on the floor had access to those documents on their iPad no matter where they were. We said, I'm not sure how to do this. They could pull it up on the iPad and say, here's the procedure, and follow it step by step. Well, if we had a deviation in the first generation of Icicle, we were still able to use the iPad to take photos. We would save those photos on a file and then reference them in the documents where we could find that photo. So they became really good for employee training if we were running into a repetitive deviation. And also if there was a food safety issue, we were able to capture photographs before our corrective measures and then afterwards, so that we had it all lined up for any audit. It was ready to go. They're able to spend more time doing inspections and looking around the plant, and really, I found that their vision tended to get wider. Instead of sitting there with a document, looking at a process and really visualizing it, now they have it all there. They can look around more and see the interaction with the people and the product versus just the product and the process itself. So it's led to them finding more deviations and more corrective measures in the plant and just improving their process. Oh, they loved it because the typing feature with the predictive text and now when they go in and type, because they do it so often, it actually almost pre-writes it for them as they start typing letters. Really sped up their documentation, and it takes away the printing and the writing. So if you had bad handwriting or if a document got wet or smudged, with the Icicle system, it's fantastic. It's very hard to make mistakes. So first, I was really nervous on how the CFIA would take the automation of a HACCP system. They were always paper-based, and the electronic documents, I was a little nervous, but actually, again, it was 2013, I think we started the first major audit in 2014, and the auditors were really impressed at the way the software and everything was coming together. And I think I'm seeing more and more of a buy-in from the CFIA because I do give them access. So it's nothing hidden. They can go in and see real-time documents being generated and verified, and they can just follow along right with us as we're following through our HACCP system. We're also a BRC certified facility, which we just got 2 years ago. So Icicle was great in helping us obtain that certification as well. And with that program, we do see different auditors coming to our facility. So again, the Icicle system, it's a great platform, and I've gotten nothing but wonderful compliments on our food safety system from these auditors because everything's organized, all the documentation is there, the HACCP logs are there. It's just one click and they can see everything. When it's perfect, it's perfect. I can't say anything else about it. I mean, Steve has been and the whole Icicle team has been fantastic. Like I said, anything question, problem I had, it's usually within 3 or 4, 10 minutes that I get a response. And even being out in the Eastern Standard Time, if I have a problem at 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm always shocked when Steve emails back 7:10. I'm like, man, do you sleep? So they're really fantastic. From my personal time running the HACCP system and our QA staff, that it's definitely freed up a lot of time for us to focus on new projects and expand our food safety. And it just makes our program stronger and stronger when we're not messing around trying to find a paper document. Again, everything's right there in the system, and it's so easy to go back. Even training, our staff we're able to pull up pictures now of deviations and say, like, look guys, this is what you're missing, we need to fix this, or here's something that's really good, keep this, this is what we want to see. And having those tools, it's just tightening it up and giving more accountability. It's a big thank you to the Icicle team. You guys build a great software system. The support's fantastic, and without you, our food safety program wouldn't be where it is.